You ever thought what makes you different from everyone else? Why do you have your body, your personality, your intelligence and your looks? Well, it's all down to your DNA. Now, DNA is a molecule found inside your cells, and it's the code that then tells your cells what to do, and therefore it determines who you are. DNA is a long molecule found inside the nucleus of cells. It's the set of instructions needed to make that particular organism. So your DNA is special to you. All of an organism's DNA makes up its genome. So your genome is your entire DNA code that produces you, makes you who you are. Now, it is a huge, long molecule. Because it's so long, in order to fit it into a tiny microscopic cell, it needs to be super coiled like a sort of ball of string into things called chromosomes to fit in the nucleus. And your entire DNA is coiled up into 46 of these chromosomes. We can arrange them into 23 pairs because 23 of them came from your mother and 23 of them came from your father, and you can match them up, sort of chromosome 1 from your dad and chromosome 1 from your mum. But in total there's 46 of them. So here you can see the DNA, you can see it being coiled up and then fitting into these chromosomes which have that shape to them, and then they go inside the nucleus of the cell. Each chromosome can be further divided up into sections of DNA called genes. So a gene is a particular section of DNA as shown by that diagram, just from there to there. Some genes are quite short, some genes are thousands and thousands of sections of DNA long. Now each gene is the code to build a particular protein, and there are about 1,000 genes on each chromosome. So you take a chromosome, you can subdivide it up and say, well, gene 1 is from here to here, gene 2 is here to here, gene 3 is gene to here, and each of those genes will code to make a different protein. So one gene equals one protein. Always remember that. And the proteins are basically the things that control all the processes in your body and make up most of your structural components. So it's really proteins that make you who you are, and the genes actually just code to build those proteins. So here we've got a gene section of DNA, and it is the gene that codes to build the protein hemoglobin, which you need inside your red blood cells. Remember, proteins are made up of hundreds of amino acids. And so really what the code in the DNA is telling you to do is which amino acids to put together to build that protein.